The Deceptor. The Deceptor, what a cool name, right? How about that? Hey friends, Joe the Farmer here, and in today's video we're going to do a trail cam review on the Stealth Cam Deceptor. Stealth Cam was nice enough to send this to us, and we are going to go ahead and put this out in one spot where we've had a Browning camera for about 4 years. If you're new to the channel, we've done a bunch of trail camera reviews. This is kind of going back to the basics, back to where we started. I think these things are incredibly cool. They're very, very useful. Stealth Cam is one of the brands we've done. We've done Tacticam, we've done Covert, we've done Treeline, we've done Browning, we've done just about all of them. We're not married to anyone, we're not sponsored by anyone, but time to time people will send us trail cameras, and when they do, we're happy to share it with you, tell you what we think, how easy is it to set up, kind of what's in the box, which is pretty much, you know, unboxing. It's boring now that they all come with the same thing. This one is 40 megapixels, which is kind of crazy, and a 0.3 second trigger speed. That's fast. That's real fast. I'm gonna put this where the Browning was. The Browning wasn't letting us down. It's just 4 years old. There's ants in it. I need to figure out a way to get it off that T-post, and we're gonna figure out a way to get this one on that T-post. And if we have pictures tonight, I'll put them at the end of the video. If you'd like to see a follow-up on it, we'll do a follow-up on it. But my son Clay's here with me, and anything to add?
No, not really.
Not really, okay. Well here, you hold that. We're gonna need batteries. We're gonna need SD cards. One thing to note is this is a dual carrier camera. So they used to come out with like Verizon versus AT&T. The number one question I get when it comes to trail cameras is, will this camera work with my cell phone plan? Your cell phone plan doesn't matter. These things have their own SIM card. It's like its own cell phone. So you can use an AT&T camera with a Verizon phone, doesn't matter. They're completely separate. This has both of those cards in there, but it does not come with an SD card or batteries. We're gonna put those in, and we're gonna get out in the woods. Let's do it. Okay, there's not a whole lot to this camera. Open it up. Let's see if we can kind of cheat the thing here, because they pack these things in here like they're gonna be in there forever. You're gonna get a sticker, instructions, you'll get a strap, which we hardly ever use these things. We're not huge fans of those. There's the camera. Looks a lot like a lot of the other cameras. Tells you to download the Stealth Cam Command app. That's a new app that they've just come out with. I haven't really messed around with it a whole lot. We do have Stealth Camera cameras out here, but I haven't really noticed a big change in the app, but I've had some people reaching out to me saying that it was different. Here is the battery tray. Very simple. And my recommendation would be to use lithium batteries. I have these Energizer Max, which I bought a lot of them, but they do leak. So even though they're guaranteed not to leak, they leak. Take it from your friend Joe the Farmer. Get the lithium, especially if you're buying these cameras and spending good money on them. You don't want anything to happen to them. So you screw the antenna on. Very simple. That took us about 30 seconds to get everything set up. Now I'm going to pull out my phone, and I'm going to go ahead and connect this to my Stealth Cam Command app already and link this to the other cameras. All right, so very simple. Go in the app, hit add a camera. All right, if you're new to Stealth Cam, all you have to do, this gives you pretty much the entire cheat sheet. Red means no SD card with low battery. Green with red means no data. And then third rated one means you don't have an account set up, but as the third one will light up, that'll tell us the camera's ready to put out there, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So we're actually going to the back part of the property, which is a back 35-acre piece I have. And these machines are loud, so if you can't hear me, sorry about that. But Clay's coming behind me in the Bighorn 400, and I'm in the Bighorn 550. Give you all some real-life experience of rolling around on these things. All right, so this is the one that's died on us. At least the batteries are dead. But I have this T-post mate, which is a really cool little holder, but it's stuck on there and the ants have gotten into it, so I think this thing's actually rusted into the camera. Bunch of ants growing on the bottom of it. But this camera should be okay, but we're gonna throw it down there, let the ants do their thing. And then I'm gonna get the Deceptor. The Deceptor, what a cool name, right? How about that? So we're gonna get the Deceptor, and first I wanna make sure that we have all of our lights here that we're getting signal. See, there's 2. And as long as that goes solid, I know the account will be fine. Yep, 3 lights, we're good. And what I like about this is all you do, this is just a little nut that goes in the bottom. All of these new cameras have little pedestals in the bottom, and it's just great. You just screw that in there, and that secures it rather than worrying about that strap, which, you know, you're hugging a tree, and this time of year, we're here in tick season and bug season, humid season, wet season. But what I love about it is that once you tighten the thing down, it's a pretty solid little setup. Some birds have been nesting on there, but I want this. Take a look right out to that corner. And there's one secret weapon we always use when we put a camera out. What is it, Clay?
No idea. Oh yeah, buckler then.
All right, let's get my little Leatherman. I was actually just telling Clay, all the side-by-sides. So this is our Bighorn Explorer 550 and the Bighorn 400. And this has really been kind of Clay's ride. But every side-by-side, I'll have a knife or some kind of utility tool there. But here's the line of sight. That sucker's sharp. Put some little deer treats out there so we can get a good idea of what's living out here. Yep. All right, now we're gonna give Clay an opportunity with his Freedom shirt. Pour a little buck bourbon out too. Yeah, just kind of spread it around, so just make sure you're in view of the camera though. Stay around that little circle.
Gotta get every last drop.
That's right. That's probably a pretty good place to stop the video. At the end of this video, we'll put pictures of whatever's walked out here, and if there's nothing, you'll see nothing. But if there's a bunch of, you know, maybe there's a big, huge buck, right, Clay?
Yeah.
Clay's gonna get his first buck this year, right? Yeah. But anyway, we're here in this clover field. I just mowed this. Tons of clover in here. Trying to knock the weeds off, but listen, y'all, I'm just like you. Busy, other things happen. You just can't live out here doing food plots 24/7. So I think this is gonna come in just fine. I think we'll have a great season. If you're new to the channel, we have a muddy blind up here. It's a great spot for people to hunt. We have another one over the hill. And, you know, more than anything, we really just like to know what's on our property. And we use these trail cameras because it's more fun to watch deer than it is really to even hunt them. I guess I'm at that point in my life, but we still do hunt them. And this camera is going to give us a pretty good idea of what Stealth Cam has been up to, because the Deceptor, even though it looks very similar to the other cameras, the other ones are 30 megapixels. I believe there's one was 36. This one's 40. We can get some great photos and looking forward to sharing with you. So anyway, appreciate you watching the video. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what kind of trail cameras you're using and are you having success with them. And it's starting to rain, so we'll see you in the next one. Joe the Farmer, we out.